All right, so playing with lots of different technologies. So it looks like I had not ended this previous stream, so I just ended it, and so here we are with our second stream today. We're not going to make a habit of this because it's incredibly disruptive, but I do like showing films to you, and I am, of course, Skip Alzheimer, and welcome to AV Geeks Lunchtime Streaming Show. Let me turn the knobs off. Okay, we're back. Anyways, I have some films set up that we have not seen. This is word-wise, suffixes. So we've seen each word-wise has a different theme of where it's set. Where do you think this film's going to be set? Suffixes. What do you think? Enjoy.
Pacific Ocean. The strangest of all is a story they tell in the Hawaiian Islands. A story called The Great Suffix Mystery Adventure! Full of fun and wonderful things to do. Everything seemed normal. Until one day, someone noticed near the great steaming Kilauea volcano, one of the signs was missing its suffix. The sign should have read, "Be careful." The suffix full was missing. All it said was, "Be care." Oh, just a mistake, people thought, until they noticed that another sign near the volcano was missing its suffix too. This sign said, it should have said, "Very dangerous." The suffix "us" was gone. "We must have suffixes," the people said. "What will happen to our language?" Soon, all over the islands, everywhere people looked, the signs suddenly had no suffixes. Sign drinking fountain said, "Drink." Where was the suffix "ing" on drinking? And signs that say, "No flower picking," now said, "No flower pick." And the "no diving" sign simply said, "No dive." What was happening? And that wasn't all. Suffixes were even missing from books and newspapers. This could be dangerous. Without suffixes, the language would be meaningless. An island emergency was called. People from everywhere raced into action. If this kept up, the people could no longer communicate. They must have suffixes. Yes, it was a dangerous situation. And so, into this great emergency was sent the one person who could solve this incredible mystery, Dr. Judith Cook, President of the American Suffix Society. Immediately, Dr. Cook radio broadcast. She would tell the frightened citizens that she had a plan.
Fellow citizens of Hawaii, the following plan will need the cooperation of every man, woman, and child in the fun-filled paradise.
All over the islands, people were listening as she told them she would need their help. And that in order to help her, they must not forget what a suffix is, so they can recognize it if they do see one again. First of all, she reminded everyone, a suffix is a letter or group of letters, like ing, that is added to the end of a word. Gives that word a new meaning or changes the way it can be used in a sentence. For example, we can say, "He will climb a tree." But if we put the suffix ing at the end of the word climb, then we can say, "He is climbing the tree." When he arrives at the top, we can say, "He has climbed the tree," by using the suffix ed. Suffixes are very important, she said, and we must recognize them if we ever see them again. Then, at that very moment, even as Dr. Cook was speaking, an amazing event took place. A Hawaiian boy named David Kamahele opened a coconut and found inside it a note. Written on the note was ed, as in opened. A suffix. Here was a real suffix again, and he recognized it. Ed, which changes a word to mean it happened in the past. Like opened, in he opened the coconut, after he climbed the tree. David was so happy he had found a suffix again. Then the next day, an even greater event occurred. A girl named Lonnie was looking for a piece of sugar cane to eat and found another note. This note said, as in greater. Is a suffix that sometimes means more. Greater, more great. Lonnie was especially happy because she had found the suffix, which is used in so many words like faster, slower, higher, lower. Lonnie had heard Dr. Cook explain that the suffix "er" can also mean one who does something, like surfer, one who surfs, worker, one who works, or dancer, one who dances. What a relief to have the suffix "er" again. Then Dr. Cook received a report. She must hurry. A suffix had been seen near a waterfall. Dr. Cook herself braved the Great Falls to find the missing suffix. And find it she did. It was the suffix "est," as in greatest, which everyone thought was the greatest of all the suffixes to find, because it means the most of something, as in highest, steepest, fastest, slowest.
We have a report of another suffix being found. Congratulations, everyone.
Yes, the daring Dr. Cook had already helped, but she knew there were still many more suffixes to be found, like ly, Lee. Without Lee, nobody could dance slowly or run quickly. Yes, there were still many more, but they were being found. The suffix "y" was found in the sand. Yes, it was Y, as in sandy, meaning full of sand. The suffix "s" was found in a pineapple. Finding the word pineapples was important because it reminded everyone that some words that end cube, cubing. And smile, smiling. Dr. Cook was very pleased. Everyone was remembering a lot about suffixes. Then,
Hey, over here. Don't forget to change Y to I.
me?
No, I, like in the word scary. Before you can add a suffix to some words ending in Y, you have to change the Y to I. Scary, scarier, scariest. Boom.
Oh.
Or sleepy, sleepier, sleepiest. Oh, this rule makes me weary. Wearier. Weariest.
Amazing. Now they even had the Y to I rule back again. Everything was going fine. And now even the signs around the islands had their suffixes and were saying what they should. Be care was once again, be careful. Very danger was now very dangerous. No flower picked became no flower picking. No dive had dropped the E and was once again no diving. And drink fountain became drinking fountain. Newspapers had all their suffixes back, and people could enjoy books again. Yes, it was a wonderful day, and Dr. Cook at last could relax. But what was this? Why was no one swimming? They had the suffix "ing." Then Dr. Cook remembered. She rushed back to the radio station and told everyone not to forget that in order to go swimming, they must double the last letter of some words like swim before adding a suffix. Swim, swimming. Now people could not only go in swimming, they could come out dripping. And again, people could go skipping because they remembered to double the last letter of some words before adding a suffix. Yes, at last, everything seemed perfect, but not for Dr. Cook. At that very moment, while others celebrated, Dr. Cook was starting her last and most dangerous task of all. She had learned that deep on the bottom of the water-infested Kapu Lagoon, there were still some suffixes trapped in a small chest. They must be released, or thousands of words could never be used. She must find the chest. Oh, it was dangerous down here. For a moment, she even wished the suffix "us" had not been found. Then it wouldn't be dangerous. But there was always the suffix "full," so she could be careful. And it was beautiful, thanks to the Y to I rule. Ah, there it was, the chest. Carefully, she approached it. Then, slowly, she opened the lid. Yes, there they were. The doctor and breathless Dr. Cook. Up to the surface she sped. At last, all the suffixes were free. There was zing again in sailing, in surfer, and there was Y again in cloudy, and Lee in lovely, full and colorful, and meant in enjoyment. Yes, at last, the Y had all the suffixes back. Once again, the people had endings for their words and could use their words in many different ways. So that's the story of the great suffix mystery. True? Well, goodbye. I must go. I must go. Oh my, I've lost a suffix. Which one do I need? I must be go-full, go-word, go-ment.
It's zany, all right. Zany. I tend to think that Schoolhouse Rock did it a little bit better because there were songs, but that's okay. All right, this next film is a consumer education film. I think I might... Oh no, I'm showing a different one. I'm showing consumer economics after later. All right, consumer education. Buying an automobile. Yeah, so this was teaching kids how to buy an automobile, which means how to buy a crappy used automobile. Enjoy.
Hey, money is to spend, so why not invest in a car?
Is it true that insurance costs more than the car itself?
I heard that if you're under 18, you can't get a loan from a bank.
Now, if you buy a used car, aren't you just buying somebody else's problems?
I ride buses to and from school, to and from work. I'll buy a car the day I can afford one.
What kind of car should you get? There's everything from an 8-liter Cadillac to a 4-cylinder Honda.
Insurance, credit, servicing, financing, used cars, new cars, red cars, blue cars. Where do you start?
The first step in buying a car is looking for a particular car, not just any car. Find one that will satisfy your personal needs and one that you can also afford.
When I first started looking for a car, I asked myself one simple question. What do I need? You know, what are my minimum needs? See, I just didn't want to buy any car. Since price was a big factor, I chose a VW. You know, it met my needs. Low down payment, good gas mileage, and it's cheap to maintain.
For Rick Garcia, choosing a car was a question of priorities.
This car is an intermediate. It's somewhere between a compact and the big sedans. I'm pretty happy with it. Servicing isn't much more than a compact, and I bought it for the right price. It would have been nice to get a more personal car, maybe even a sports car, but in my family, we've got to make things stretch. This car is for all of us, not just for me.
For Jim Thomas, the problem with choosing a car was finding one that would pay for itself.
Well, the only way I could afford a car was finding one that I could use for work as well as pleasure.
I've got some flowers for you.
Thank you.
There are some disadvantages to a van, though. It uses a lot of gas, servicing is high, and it's a hassle to park. But the way I look at it is, I've got the best of two worlds. I own a car and it pays for itself.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, let's start it up and see how it sounds. All right.
Choosing the right car is important, but it's only part of the problem. The other part is the ability to pay, being able to afford the car you want to buy.
Hey, can we knock off for a few minutes?
Sure.
I'm thinking about buying a car. Nothing fancy, just wheels.
Sounds pretty heavy obligation.
I know. I saved up $300 for the down.
Well, that's good, but there's more to it than that.
Well, like monthly payments and repair bills?
Well, not only monthly payments and repair bills, but there's interest rates, credit, and insurance. And that can pile up. And before you know it, every cent that you've earned goes into maintaining that car. And worse yet, son, unless you allow for all of the expenses, and some of them are going to be unexpected, that can put you in a bind. And before you know it, you can't even afford the car. And then you're faced with the problem of having to maybe sell your car at a loss before it's repossessed. And repossessing is bad for your credit rating, not to mention your loss of investment.
Wow. Yeah, but there's got to be a way.
Well, there is. Find out all of the facts. Find out, first of all, how much it's going to cost to buy your car and own the car. Then if you still want a car and you think you can afford it, at least you're going in with your eyes wide open.
You mean I can't get a loan?
Well, not unless you're over 18, or unless we can get one of your folks to co-sign on the note. That guarantees it.
Would my parents also have to make the payments?
No, you can do that. But if there's any default, now that means if you can't make the payments, then we have to hold them responsible because you're underage.
How long could I get a loan for?
Well, on new cars, we finance for 3 years. On used cars, it's 2 years.
Could I get insurance through the bank?
No, you have to contact an insurance agency for that. And also, Tom, if we do finance your car, the bank requires that you get collision insurance. Now, this protects our investment.
Great. Let me talk to my folks about it.
Fine. If you can work it out, we'd be glad to help.
Thanks a lot.
Your age group, under 25 and single, has the highest premiums on the market. You may pay as much for your insurance as you do for the car.
I'm beginning to see what Dad was talking about. Well, is there any way I can get a cheaper policy?
We might be able to place you with a company that has a good driver's rate. If you've had no tickets, no accidents, and completed driver's education, you could probably qualify.
Well, what does the policy cover?
Well, the bank, as you know, requires collision insurance. This means if the car is damaged, insurance covers most of the cost.
Suppose I hit someone.
Now, that's called liability. And you must have that in case you're sued for injuring another person.
So I'm covered if someone hits me and vice versa.
True. However, in addition, you should also be covered for fire, theft, and medical. Why don't you take these pamphlets home with you and look over it further?
Okay, thanks for the advice.
Yes. Okay, then. Thank you for calling. All right. Bye.
Howdy.
How you doing?
Hey, how much would it cost to service a car?
Well, that depends upon the car. But you can get some idea as to the basic cost from our prices on the wall chart.
So you suggest a checkup about every 4,000 miles?
That's right. Chances are if you get a clean car and have it serviced regularly, your repair bills will be small.
Hey, thanks for the advice. You mind if I look around?
Sure, be my guest.
I guess Dad was right. If I get a car and don't have the bread, it could really be a hassle. Before I get into a car, I'm going to know exactly how much it costs to own and operate. That way, I'll own the car, and the car won't own me.
Understanding the salesman's pitch and taking it for what it's worth will save you both grief and money. Remember, buying a car requires patience and thought. And to be good at it, you have to consider it from all angles.
Hi there.
Hello.
Listen, how'd you like to step inside here, and I want to show you something about this car?
All right.
Beautiful car, isn't it?
That's quite nice.
Okay, we have a sport pack in this car. We have the bucket seats. Let's be honest with each other. I'm here for one reason, to make money. I play the nice guy bit, but in reality, it's part of a well-worked-out pitch. I'm not really selling the car. I'm selling all the goodies that go with the car, but cost extra. That's something few of my customers are ever aware of. They assume that what's on the car is part of the car. Not true. Care for some friendly advice? Figure out ahead of time what kind of car you want, how much you can spend, and what kind of equipment you want in the car. Take it to the salesman. Don't let him take it to you.
Knowing the kind of options you want on the car is just as important as knowing what to expect from the salesman's pitch. If you add options to your car, make sure they're going to improve the performance, not just the price. If you need transportation and you can't afford a new car, then your answer may be a used car. A good source is private parties. There are no commissions to pay, and often you end up with a cleaner and better car.
Hello? Yeah, I hear you have a Vega for sale.
Yep, sure do.
Yeah, well, why don't you tell me a little bit more about it?
Yeah, it's in top condition. It's got about 27,000 miles on it. I'm asking $1,500 for it.
Yeah, well, you think I could come over and look at it?
Sure, come on over.
Okay, see you in a little while.
Okay. Well, this is it. Pretty clean car for 2 years old. The tip-off for most used cars is the condition of the body. A good, clean car without too many paint scratches, dinged bumpers, and torn seat covers means that the owner gave the car a lot of care and attention. This doesn't mean the car doesn't have problems, but it's a good starting point.
It is a sharp car, but I want to take it for a test drive and then let my mechanic check it out.
Okay by me. Just be back in a couple hours.
Okay.
If you've driven at all, you can generally tell whether a car feels right. But here are a few reminders. Gears should shift without any grinding. Brakes should grab without veering, or they could be out of alignment. And the steering should be solid, without any feeling of shimmy or chatter. If all goes well and you're satisfied with the condition of the car, get a reliable mechanic or an auto diagnostic center to take the guessing out of the condition of the car.
Yeah, for a used Vega, it's really pretty clean.
Like new?
No, not exactly. You got about 3 months, you're going to need a new battery. And about 6 months, you're going to need a generator overhaul. But for 27,000 miles, it's in pretty good shape.
Yeah, well, what is the generator going to run me?
About $60.
What's the car worth anyway?
Well, the best way in determining the price of your car is by checking the blue book. Let's see what we have here. 70 Vega? See, $1,475. Price is about right, considering the age and the mileage of the car.
Okay. Well, thanks. Anyway, what's the damage?
$15.
Sure, I want the car, but see, you're asking too much.
The car's clean, inside and out.
Yeah, but I got to sink at least a couple of hundred into it. I see it needs new tires, a new battery, and the generator needs to be overhauled.
Look, I can't come down in price that much. So what's your final offer?
$1,300. Now, that's only 2 bills less than the asking price.
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll split the difference. $1,400, take it or leave it.
That's a deal.
When I first started shopping for a car, I asked myself a simple question. What are my needs? You know, my minimum needs.
If you buy a used car, aren't you just buying somebody else's problems?
Before I get into a car, I'm going to know exactly how much it costs to own and operate. That way I'll own the car, and the car won't own me.
Take it to the salesman. Don't let him take it to you.
Car buyers see what they want to see, or perhaps what the advertiser wants them to see. Why not be different? Buy a car for what it really is, transportation.
Yeah, there you go. I could have used that when I bought my first car, a Ford Granada, 76 Ford Granada, for $300. Okay, what do we got? Etiquette. There was a trope of game shows that was popular in the 70s and 80s, game shows as educational films, and that's what this is. And it features someone you might know. Enjoy.
Remember your etiquette.
Welcome to Etiquette, the show that illustrates it's nicer to be nice than nasty. So please welcome our host, Roger Murray.
Thank you very much. We have a really great show for you today. I'd like you to meet our panel, Priscilla Smith, Walden Carruthers, and Nick Welsh. Now I'd like for each of you to tell us why you agreed to be with us today. Priscilla?
Well, I was voted most popular at school this year, and I thought that being on an important television show like this might help me get elected again next year. Besides, I get out of biology.
Good enough, Priscilla. Walden, what lured you in front of our cameras?
I'm president of the debating team at school, and I couldn't pass up a chance to try my hand in a public forum with such wide exposure. Furthermore, it is my
Thank you, Walden, thank you. Nick, I understand your principal insisted that you be with us today.
Yeah.
His note expressed the hope that you might benefit from the discussion. Do you agree?
Yeah, whatever.
Well, I hope you will all feel sufficiently rewarded for your time and your trouble. Nick, let's start with you. In your own words, what is etiquette?
Etiquette?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, I know what that is. I learned about that in the 5th grade. Now, the etiquette is a part of the sentence that comes after the subjugate. You know, the subjugate and the etiquette?
You're thinking of the predicate, Nick. Priscilla?
Etiquette. Etiquette, E-T-I-Q-U-E-T-T-E. I think it's about being polite.
That's part of it, Priscilla. Walden?
Etiquette is knowing which fork to use. It was invented by King Louis the 14th or 15th or 16th. Therefore, I would like to
That's fine, Walden. Thank you. Now, what you say does have a basis in fact, but forks are just a very small part of etiquette. Etiquette is a French word which we use to mean proper manners. And etiquette involves having consideration for other people, sort of like doing unto others as you'd have them do unto you. In other words...
Oh, like saying please and thank you.
Yes, and like not interrupting when someone else is speaking. Now, Priscilla, how would you describe etiquette?
Boys opening doors for girls and giving them their seats.
Oh, get real. Oh, come on, Priscilla.
What would you two know? I'm sure.
Panel, please, please. Now, look, your bad manners are very instructive, but we're here to explore the advantages of good manners. Now, Priscilla's idea of etiquette is just a shade old. Let's take a look at the monitor and you'll see what I mean. When your grandparents were your age, young ladies were expected to wear gloves and pretty dresses. And young gentlemen, still in existence at the time, were expected to open doors and give up their chairs for all women. But the rules have changed. and the differences between the sex have narrowed. So what does that mean?
Well, the obvious conclusion is that girls can be expected to show the same courtesies as boys.
That's correct. Young men are not the only ones expected to be considerate of others. Good manners are for everyone, regardless of age or sex.
Yeah, right. Like with my mom and dad. When they go fill up his motorcycle, my mom puts the gas in the tank while Dad holds her coat so she don't get no gas on her rabbit fur.
Well, yes. Now take a look at the screen and tell me what you see.
All right.
Disgusting.
Well, what does boxing have to do with etiquette?
Boxing is a fist fight with rules.
Proper manners in a boxing match?
Yeah, right. Like you don't go over and kick the guy when he's down.
Right. It's a sport, a game, and without rules, it would just be another brawl. Let me give you another example. In baseball, the catcher's not allowed to punch out the home plate umpire, and the shortstop can't tackle a base runner trying to steal. Without rules, there'd just be no game, and the same is true in society. And knowing the rules makes all the difference. And while kindness isn't required, you do get back what you give out.
Hey, that looks like my lunch period.
Hey, I can imagine.
Say what?
Panel, please. Now, Nick, perhaps you're in the best position to explain to us why etiquette is necessary in order to make things more pleasant. Certainly fighting over your food takes too much time.
Yeah, and it can hurt.
Isn't this all kind of obvious? Couldn't we just get on to the finer points of etiquette?
Yes, I would like to hear your opinion concerning forks. It is my
And
considered...
what about them? You pick up your fork, you stick it into something, and shove it in your mouth. Simple.
I'm surprised you know that much.
Etiquette is something that has to be practiced all the time. Good manners have to become second nature, almost as automatic as breathing.
I'm sorry, Roger.
Sorry, Nick.
Hey, it's okay.
Say, since you brought it up, why don't we deal with the subject of forks?
Excuse me, sir. I hate to admit it, but I believe I have to side with Nick.
Oh, yeah, that's one for me, huh?
If etiquette is defined as having consideration for others, how does knowing the use of forks fit in?
The use and placement of eating utensils is more a matter of good form than anything else, which is both sensible and helps make everyone feel more comfortable. Sort of like wearing shoes to school or refraining from blowing your nose on your neighbor's shirt tail.
Wow, look at all those forks and things.
That is a little overdoing it, isn't it?
Nobody eats like that, except at the White House. And the press never invites me over anyway.
I can't imagine why. Just kidding.
You never know, Nick. One day you might be invited to dine at the White House or some other formal affair. Wouldn't it be embarrassing if you didn't know what to do? And don't be scared off by the number of objects on the table. The table is set up in a logical way for the convenience of the diners. Now, under your table, you'll find dishes and silverware, so let's each set a place for dinner. Remember, logic and convenience. Nick, you seem to have an interesting approach.
I just pile mine here and grab what I need.
Priscilla, you seem to have it down pretty well. I'll bet that you set the table at home.
What's wrong with mine? It certainly looks correct to me.
Priscilla, you tell him.
You've got them backwards. Forks go on the left, and knife goes on the right.
Why is that?
Because my mother says so.
Hey, wait a minute. Hey, I bet I know.
Yes, Nick?
Okay, check this out. When you cut your food, you use your fork in your left hand and your knife in your right, right? So you put them where it's easy to pick them up.
Oh, I see. It's just common sense.
Yeah, you got it, Walden. Congratulations.
I think you're beginning to get the hang of it. Now, let's look at the banquet table on our screen again. Tell me, does it seem any less frightening now?
No, I still wouldn't know where to begin.
What about all those glasses? There's at least 4 or 5 around each plate.
Okay, Nick, you're on a roll. What would you do with them?
Hey, I give up. Hey, look, can't I just go get some fries and a shake? Hey, I know exactly what to do with them.
Think, Nick. What you pick up first is no less logical than where you place your silverware. What looks convenient to you?
I guess I'd start on the outside and work my way in towards the plate.
Right. But bear in mind that this is an extremely formal setting, and few homes or restaurants are likely to use all of this. But with the glasses, you start from the extreme right, and you move in one with each course. Now, if milk or water is your beverage, an appropriate glass will be placed to the right of your plate. Priscilla, tell us what the little dish and the knife on the left is for.
That's for bread and butter. But what's the fork and spoon above the dinner plate for? I've never seen that.
That's for dessert.
Oh, I have a question. Where do the napkins go, and when do you put them in your lap?
In your lap? I stick mine in my shirt to keep the ketchup from dribbling down my front. By the time it reaches my lap, it is way too late.
Nick, adults never wear bibs. What about it, Priscilla? Where is the napkin placed on the table?
It goes on the left near the forks. But for formal dinners, it's placed in the middle of the plate?
That's right. So when does the napkin go in your lap?
As soon as you sit down so you can start shoveling in your grub.
Well, yes.
Can you believe it? I'm getting etiquette.
And no. The point is to not shovel down the food as though you were in a contest, but instead you wait for your host to pick up his or her fork to begin. The idea is to enjoy a leisurely meal with family or friends where you can talk and appreciate the food that you're eating. All right, let's pretend. Walden, you're going to give a dinner party, and you're going to call Nick on the telephone to invite him.
Walden would never do that.
Nonetheless, the phone rings. What do you do, Nick?
I throw a body block to my little brother so I can get there before he does. Then I sit on his chest and I say, "Yo, what you want?"
How about a simple hello?
Oh, okay. Hello?
Hello, who's this?
Excuse me, but that's wrong, Walden. You should always identify yourself first. Never demand the identity of the person answering the phone. Let's try it again.
Oh, okay.
Hello?
Hello, this is Walden. May I speak to Nick?
This is he. I mean, hey, Walden, it's Nick.
Hi, I'm calling to invite you to a dinner party I'm giving.
Fine. Now let's have Nick call Priscilla and ask her to accompany you.
Oh, Nick.
Hey, cut it out, okay? What do I say?
Try saying hello.
Okay. Hello, Priscilla. This is Nick Welch. How are you?
Fine, Nick, and how are you?
Fine. Listen, Walden Carruthers just invited me to a dinner party, and I thought you might like to go.
I'd love to go, Nick. What time will you be picking me up?
It's your show, Nick.
I'll pick you up at 6 o'clock. Well, gotta go. Have a nice night. Goodbye, Priscilla.
Goodbye, Nick.
Oh, man, I wish I could disappear.
Oh, I thought it was kind of cute.
I thought you both did fine. You set the time, the place, and the date. Don't forget to let your parents know what time you'll be home. All right, let's skip ahead to Walden's dinner party. Walden, your guests have arrived. What would you do first?
Well, first I'd shake hands and say...
Shake hands? Nah, that's for old people. Hey, what's it for anyway?
Handshaking? Well, it goes back a long, long way, Nick. In the Middle Ages, knights used to grab each other's arms as a sign of peace, and that way they couldn't draw their swords, so initially it was a matter of self-preservation. Today, it's just a friendly ritual which should include looking into each other's eyes and smiling and saying something like, "How do you do?" or "Hello, how are you?" It simply means that you're grown up enough to practice the social graces. You're a member of the community, and you're ready to participate. Now, here's a variation on handshaking that's taken to the extreme.
Cool.
Moving right along. Suppose that Walden has never met Priscilla before. Nick, how would you introduce them?
Let's say, "Yo, Walden, this is Priscilla."
Well, there are many variations, although Nick's is the shortest and most informal. The important thing to remember is that the man should always be introduced to the woman, unless he's the president or the pope or some such dignitary. What you should have said was something on the order of, "Priscilla, may I present Walden," or "Priscilla, Walden." Women before men, age before youth, and so forth is a good rule of thumb.
So shaking hands is the rule.
Women don't shake hands. They just kiss and hug. Disgusting.
No, women shake hands. Only the man is supposed to wait for the woman to offer her hand, right?
Well, that's right, but she doesn't have to offer it. In fact, neither does a man. If the King of Bavaria doesn't offer his hand, you better not offer yours, or it'll be left hanging out there like a dead fish. But if someone does offer their hand, it's kind of nice to smile and shake it. Well, panel, now that we've learned how to say hello, it's time to say goodbye, as our time is up. In appreciation for being on our show, you're all invited to be our guests for dinner at the fabulous Mondo restaurant. But before we go, are there any final comments? Priscilla?
I just want to say that this has been fun. I never thought about etiquette before, and really it's something we should all try and learn, like any subject in school. Knowing how to behave in society is as important as knowing how to read and write.
That's terrific, Priscilla. Walden?
I can sum up my position by stating that proper etiquette is something we should all work on. taken on the largest scale. It can even affect the way different countries get along with each other.
Oh, that's very nice, Walden. How about you, Nick? Are you glad you came?
Anything beats sitting in the principal's office. Hey, and if I learn my manners, my dad might even let me eat with the family once in a while.
Finally, etiquette is more than just the traditional rules that keeps our society functioning smoothly. It's the practice of being kind and considerate toward our fellow human beings. And although it may sound funny, it is nicer to be nice than nasty.
Did you look?
No. Hey, after you, buddy.
Thank you, Nick. Oh, Nick, I can't believe the change in you. You look outrageous. Can't you believe this? Let's do our own, shall we? Smoking.
So those motion picture excerpts, of course, were the Three Stooges, who I love. All right, one last film. This one features someone that we had in a previous film that we showed. It's part of the consumer economics thing, and it's the nosy landlady. Was it credit? No, banking. Banking was the one that she did. All right, so this is taxes. So let's learn about taxes. Enjoy.
I have excuse this time. Must practice for big chance with Philharmonic Orchestra.
You mean the Philharmonic?
Yes.
You put me on?
No, cross my nose and hope to dry. Today is audition. Maybe Nettie can help ersatz?
I'd be happy to. What do you want me to do? I could come out, do a couple jokes, loosen them up for you. You know what I mean?
No, please. Ersatz needs help with application form. One thing I cannot answer. What means Cessno?
Cessno.
Cessno.
SS number. Social Security number.
Ah. Social Security number. Ersatz answers all questions.
That's cute, but I think they want you to write in your number.
But I have no number.
Of course you do. Everyone in America who works for a living has one. Without a Social Security number, you're nothing.
Nothing? I am disgraced. I go back home to Paraguay. All thrill saying, mon ami.
Whoa, whoa, Ersatz. Back. Getting a Social Security number is easy. Anybody can get one. You just go to your nearest Social Security office or post office, you apply for one, and they send you a card like this. See, it's easy.
Okay, I stay. But tell me, what means Social Security?
Social Security. It's a kind of a government pension plan for everybody who works and pays taxes. Come on downstairs. I'll show you. Now sit yourself down here. Social Security. Now, let's say this pie represents your paycheck.
You're pulling my nose.
That's leg, and I'm not. This is your paycheck. They do this in textbooks all the time. Now, the government will take out a small chunk of your paycheck. Let me see your hand. That goes into the Social Security Fund. In addition, your employer has to kick in the same amount in your name. See? Now, all this pie, well, the money that this pie represents, is put into the Social Security Fund. Then, when you retire, you can't work anymore, you can apply for a pension, and the government will send you a check every month. And that's Social Security.
That is a wonderful thing, no?
That is a wonderful thing, yes. And it's as American as...
Eating with hands?
Don't you have to go somewhere?
Ersatz goes to audition.
And not a moment too soon.
Bravo! Bravo, sir! Your playing moves me. Mozart never sounded so beautiful, so honest, so warm, so real. So do I get job?
Yes, sir, you're hired.
Ah, most happy moment. That was beautiful, too.
It's all right, I'll be okay. Just fill out this W-4 form and return it to my office, and I'll put you on payroll, all right?
More papers. Why more papers? I hate papers. I cannot work under such conditions. Papers, no, too many papers. I will not, I cannot.
So, Ersatz, how'd the audition go?
Maharuni, Makatuni, Nohola, Marituse, W4 form. And the Toda.
No kidding.
Maharuni, Katoto, Makatuni, Makatuni, Didi, Time, Anabibi.
Ersatz? Ersatz! What's going on, huh?
Marini, Makatuni, Moraha, W4 form.
Yeah, I know. You already told me that.
Oh, sorry. Ersatz leaves country. Goes back home to Serbo-Croatia.
In the first place, the bus to Serbo-Croatia doesn't run on Tuesday. In the second place, what the heck are you doing?
Oh, Nettie, I cannot make it.
Oh. You blew the audition, huh?
No, quite the contrariness. I practice day, I practice night.
Yeah, we know.
Today, I make beauteous music. Get job.
Far out. So what's wrong?
Ersatz must fill out more papers.
So fill them out.
Form's very great waste of time. Ersatz, artist, cannot be buttered.
Bothered, let me see. form, eh? No sweat. I can explain that to you. Come on.
Nettie, you have heart of gold.
Gold.
That too.
Come on. Go right in there. Let me help you. Now, you see, every time you go to work for someone, you have to fill out a W-4 form.
Why?
Because what you put on that form will help decide how much tax you'll have to pay.
How?
You see this? The total number of allowances you are claiming.
I have not received allowance since was small boy
No.
in Tokyo.
Different kind of allowance.
How so?
It means the number of people you support, including yourself. The more people you support, the less tax you'll owe.
Ah.
Like, for instance, if you were supporting a wife and 2 children, you'd put down 4 dependents or allowances. Yourself, your lovely wife, and your 2 rotten kids.
But I am just me. So I put down 1 for ersatz.
Right. But there are special conditions, like if you only have a part-time job, when you can put down more than 1.
But that is lying.
No, it's not. There are all kinds of special ways to work this. So read the instructions, and if you still have any questions, just ask your bookkeeper at work.
Oh, Madam Nettie, once again you have helped me out of jelly.
Jam.
No, I stay with jelly.
Get out of here.
I'm going. Sleeve, no one Nettie now. Hoodwinked! Robbers, thieves, crooks! The grand rip-off!
Sacramento, Reno, Ogden, Laramie, Cheyenne.
Okay, Bob. Where to this time?
My homeland, of course. Kuala Lumpur.
You expecting a train to Kuala Lumpur?
Not fastest way, but...
Want to tell me why you're taking this little journey?
I have been bamboozled.
$146.90. So what's wrong with that?
Boss is supposed to pay ersatz $200.
You did get $200. But part of it was taken out to pay the taxes. See? Happens every paycheck. It's called the pay-as-you-go system.
Well, I pay. Now I go.
Yes, I can't let you go. At least not without paying your rent.
Nettie, you very kind.
Yeah, I know. Come on home. I can explain it to you much better in the kitchen.
Oh, no.
All aboard. Last call. Have a nice trip.
Eyes are figuring out your income tax. All right, now listen up.
No, please.
Now, this is your paycheck, right? How much you get, $200 a week?
Yes.
All right, now this is $200. Now each week the government takes out a small portion for your income tax. Open up. And a small piece for something else. You remember what that's for?
I think Social Security.
Very good. And another piece for some other taxes. Now, you see, the government gets to keep this much, you get to take home this much. And the whole process is called withholding tax.
Withholding.
You know why?
Because pies come with holes in it?
Very close. It's called withholding because your employer withholds this money from your paycheck for the government. That's what I meant when I said pay as you go. You're actually paying your taxes all year long, little by little, bit by bit.
Oh, it's like we say in my native Bucharest, Conorfcan by Conorfcan. Oh, sadness. More papers. Ersatz asneti about this.
Okay, Chump, what do you think you're doing?
How very good of you to come. I have question. Today, this come in mail, but is all Greece to me.
That's Greek.
Funny, so am I. But I understand it not.
Okay, let's have a look. The old W-2 form, eh? Remember when we talked about withholding?
No pies, just talk.
Cool it. How they take taxes and Social Security out of your paycheck?
Yes.
Well, this form tells you what your employer paid and how much tax he withheld for the whole year. You'll get one of these at the end of every year, and the government gets copies too.
That is very wonderful, thank you.
Later.
Nettie, why is this very wonderful?
Because when you file your income tax return, you'll need this information.
More papers.
By the way, since you've never filed income tax before, you'll have to ask the IRS to send you the form. And you should get it in, a week or so.
Look at that, I got a banana.
I want to go home.
Hey, so do we all. Where to?
That's a Wonderland.
Make that 915 Penn Street.
Sorry, lady, but in Botswana, Penn Street stops at 800.
Just drive, huh? What's with you?
They send me this.
Oh, the old 1040, eh? Well, that's your income tax return form.
But I pay already my income tax, little by little, bit by bit.
And you probably need not pay any additional taxation. But nevertheless, you must file an income tax return by April the 15th, lest the IRS penalize you monetarily.
Thank you, Alexander Hamilton. Let's see.
And you've probably noticed forthwith, there are two basic tax return forms. There's your basic long form and your basic short form.
And the basic short form is basically shorter than the basic long form.
Basically, yeah. But your short form is less complicated than your long form. You'll find it's especially suitable for individuals such as yours truly, who do not make zillions of dollars.
I want a cab. I get a financial advisor. And don't forget to declare the tip on your income tax.
You call this a tip? This is a tip.
Almost here.
How's it going, big fella?
I am almost finished reading instructions.
Oh, I could have explained that to you.
Yes, but you get pies all over forms. Now, here is what I learned. Since I have W-2 form, and since this is only monies I earn, I just mark down how much I earn and how much tax I pay out already. Yes?
Absolutely. Now get yourself a pencil and I'll help you fill out the rest of the form.
Subtract line 13B from line 13A. Multiply total number of exemptions. Subtract and enter difference, but not less than by $750. Now I looking back to see how much tax I should enter in line 13. This is less monies than I pay already. Little by little, bit by bit. So line 17 is larger than line 15. I pay too much tax. I get refund. Mirabile dictu! Eureka! What means refund?
Refund means that according to this form, your tax bill for this year should be $1,600. But you've already paid $1,650.
Little by little.
Bit by bit. So, you file your return, and they'll send you back the $50 they owe you.
Oh, good, Nettie Muslak. You have helped me again in time of need. Is anything there ersatz can do for you?
Yes, there is. You can take some of these pies out of here. Well, you might need them to figure out your state tax return.
I am your humble vermin.
Servant. Here.
Can ersatz ask you a question?
Shoot.
Why you always use pies to tell me on taxes? What pies have to do with taxes?
Well, nothing really. It's just that pies are traditional symbols for, you know, dividing things up. They're just symbols.
They what?
Sure, and with some Dixieland footage. So yeah, so I guess I might have other films that she shows up in. The Nosy Landlady. Anyways, thanks for joining us today, and for those of you that joined us twice, thank you twice. like I said, I'm not going to make a habit of doing multiple shows in a day because it's just a lot. And what I've been doing between films is actually shuffling films. We've been pulling more films from offsite and putting them in the film vault space. And yeah, so as we have time, that's what we're doing. Thanks again. If you like what you saw, hit the thumbs up, hit the like button, subscribe. Those are those big 3 things that YouTube people all ask for. You can also donate via the super thanks button. You can go to patreon.com/avgeeks or ko-fi.com/avgeeks. Those are great ways to support us. And so we will see you, I don't even know what day it is, Wednesday? We'll see you tomorrow, Thursday. Everybody have a great rest of your day. We will see you soon. Bye-bye.